Day 2 of Pilsen Open Studios, and I'm here at GringoLandia, my studio. We're number 6 on the digital map. Alright, so you'll see the building from the outside. Can't miss it. We're open from 12 to 6 today. You enter through the right side down the gangway. This is our 22nd year of doing this. The Open Studios all started 22 years ago when the Chicago Cultural Center asked Hector Duarte to open his studio during Chicago Artist Month. And he said, well, I got all these artist friends in the neighborhood. What if we, gather together and all opened our doors. So Hector and his wife Linda put a group of us together, and we organized this thing, and here we are 22 years later. So first, I've got stuff taking advantage of the good weather here in Chicago. We had a weekend of all 70s degrees. So souvenirs, posters, prints. I got this outdoor canopy for some big paintings, as well as there's old Henry Morgan, the black cat. Big paintings and some of my cigar tin box and crazy made up. Sorry, that was the L train going by. Some paintings. The title of my presentation is Red, White, and Blue. Red, White, and Blues. So it's a mixture of these electric blues guitars that I made and a lot of paintings done. A lot of paintings I've done, related to politics. Oh, let's not forget the big heart on the ceiling, on the roof. Let's see if we can see that. It's still up there, still hanging on. And here comes the L train going by. Let's see if we can catch the L train, right? Let me get in the right position. They're going past my garage. After a while, it kind of sounds like the ocean. Waves hitting. Some constructions out here. Let's take a little walk inside into the studio, the indoor part. Ladies are upstairs cooking in case we have any visitors. Let's see. Oh, I guess I gotta turn on this light here. This was my Iran Contra piece from back in the day. It's a reconstruction of Tikal with jet fighters zooming over it. A little bit of antiquity meets modernity. The birdhouses. Okay, let's check this out. Continue on. There's some memorabilia from my past. Newspaper articles, stuff from Panama. Speaking of Panama, here's some of my older works that I wanted to showcase from back in the mid-'80s when all this stuff was going on in Central America. Not that it still isn't, but you got that. And of course, El Chiquario, the Chiquarium, on my mosaic bathroom, Disney-like experience. Now, who has a bathroom like this, right? Who has a bathroom like this? There's my child's fishing pole from age 3. Gabe caught a catfish on. After that, we retired that Mickey Mouse fishing pole, so now it's part of the aquarium. Kind of fit into the theme. And of course, if you come down into the bowels of my studio, you will see the printing press, and I got a lot of work rolled up, a lot of paintings that are rolled up. You can even see, like over here, there's all these really large paintings. After I take them off, I have to take them off a stretcher and then roll them back up, store them. I have rolled paintings stuffed in the ceiling that, if I had them on stretchers, they just would not fit. All right. And speaking of not fitting, this room is getting pretty packed with paintings. The inventory is exploding, but I'm too cheap to rent a storage unit, because what's the point? Anyway, head back out. And of course, there's my digital media office, which is modeled after a Doctor Who TARDIS. And, that's where I do my video editing and my graphic design, and you can see all our 44th president in the background keeping watch over me, Barack. All right, let's go upstairs and invade the kitchen. Let's see what the ladies are up to. What are they cooking? I'm gonna ask them. Up we go. More work in the stairwell, right?
Well, that's it. Well, Kendrick was missing one time when he was supposed to come home from Sony.
All right, warning, I'm live streaming to Facebook. What are we cooking today, Amy?
Barbecue pork chocolate today.
Amy is Anna's cousin, and Julie is Anna's sister-in-law.
I'm Amy's helper. And so am I. All right, now you.
And there's Don.
Parents of former Stone Academy students. And I have 4 for kids. 4 grown boys now. Welcome. We got another.
Yeah.
And they have grand. They have children. Oh my God.
Then next room here. Got the setup here. Lots of paintings. There's cracker boxes. And the cult. And then here's Tubby Putter in jail. Hopefully that's my Nostradamus prediction. He ends up in jail. Of course, passing his stinky fish on to the public and all his lies. This is a painting about the Affordable Care Act and the battle they had to do. You can see the donkey and the elephant boxing it out, duking it out to get this bill passed. Thank God Trump wasn't around then to tell them what to do. Otherwise, he would have killed the ACA just like he killed the border bill. Okay, this is an older piece called Ghost Town. When the anthrax were being mailed around D.C. There's another piece. This is called Straw Mushrooms. This is Telemuerto. That piece was in the National Museum of Mexican Art. They've been very kind to me, as I'm in the community too. This is a Korean piece called Red Rain. It's about the mining between North and South Korea. Did that a while back. Those are my audio CPS. Okay. And a few more guitars. These are all electric guitars, by the way. Speaking of, let's see how many we got here. More electric guitars. There's the Holy Trinity, 3 Floyds, Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And there's one dedicated to Senator Floyd. That's a two-string electric guitar. This one's the Striker. It's only got 1 string, so it's a diddly bow because it only has 1 string. All right. Then we've got Jesus in a cage. Yeah. Instead of a manger, he gets a cage at the border. All right. A little remnant left over from Mr. Whitey's Wild Ride, 1993. Some smaller pieces. Some miniatures from the riots. There's a gal playing the guitar. There's a guitar dedicated to motorcycling. I love motorcycling. More smaller pieces. And a couple more guitars. And I don't know if you guys remember this. This is the ofrenda, the altar to my dad. With I recreated his ship, the St. Paul, out of wood and nails. That was his most favorite ship that he served on in his career in the Navy. Here's the Ching Ching. And then this is a whole nother story from Panama. But many of you will recognize it as a lottery vendor. But there's a bigger story going on there if you look at all the little details. I won't get into it now. This guitar is dedicated to my motorcycle travels to the Grand Canyon. So, all these are functional electric guitars. This one is Segovia. Anna likes that over her television. This is a nude guitarist ascending a staircase. This is a diddly bow dedicated to the Great Migration for the African American population leaving the South and coming up to Chi-Town and other major cities in the North to get away from the ignorance of the South. Sorry, Southerners. You done it. You gotta live it. Unless you fix it. So stop the voter suppression. All right, here we got a couple more. Then, of course, the big strike from, was it 2013? No, 2012. This was our big Chicago Teachers Union strike where I carried that damn skeleton for 10 days on a 16-foot pole. You can probably see, of course, I added myself in there because people actually use that skeleton as a way of finding their schools. Since I had a 16-foot pole, people could say, oh, let's meet under the skeleton. These are little figures I made from recycled garbage after attending a Hopi summer solstice in 2010, 11. 2010. Anyway, it was a mind-blowing experience. And here we have more guitars. Large painting. Satellites with missile. And that's the piece on top is one I sent my mom just before they invaded Panama in '89. It was like death hovering over the country of Panama. Then this piece is a piece on colonialism from the Spain, their occupation of the Americas. Cockfight guitar. A couple more here. Some more guitars here. So that's pretty much it. With the other artists and residents in the neighborhood. Really love it here in Chicago. Despite the news you guys hear about this shooting, this problem, that problem. Every big city has its problems. But Chicago is one of the finest cities I've ever lived in.